So, hi everyone, Wednesday 3rd of February 2021, or whenever you happen to find this. So today we'll be in the last of Libra Moon, and then as it reaches the afternoon in the UK where I am, it'll be different wherever you are in the world. We'll move into the deep and introspective stillness of Scorpio Moon, very shamanic, and everything I do is very shamanic. So I have a wee mixture of energies here. Still not painting my nails. I'll get around to that at some point. So I'm recording this on the Tuesday because I just felt like I wanted to record ahead. So I don't know how many I'll record ahead, but we'll just see how I get on with this. So there's so many of these shamanic cards because I've actually put together 2 decks of these. So it's like a big giant deck. So I've shuffled them. And so that would be really cool. I want it to happen one of these times, but we cannot control things, guys. So that's me saying I want to get doublers. We don't always get what we want. So we've got to be open for a miracle. And if that happens, it happens, as I looked at 111. It'll happen one of these times when I'm doing it. So we'll just see. So Spirit very clearly told me to use the Lover's Oracle for the daily energy as well. So I'm using these cards for a wee Valentine's message leading up to Valentine's Day every day with the wee quick messages, but they very clearly told me to use it for today as well, so I'm just doing what I'm told. So these cards could be seen as very Libra-ish because they're about love, but they could also be seen as very Scorpio-ish because Scorpio is also deep love, sacred sexuality and sacred union. So hey, we'll just go in. These are the Scorpio cards. So I've got, you'll notice that with my cards, I've got different cards that I really do feel into for the different energies. But again, Spirit always tell me what to use. There's some random days where I'd be like, oh, I totally wouldn't use that for that moon, but they tell me to use it. So the 3rd connected to the Empress, the energy of new beginnings, birth. It can be actual birth in some cases, or the birth of something new in your life, and it might even be in a relationship. We've been drawn to these cards as we got drawn to 222, and of course we are well, we're actually in the 3rd now where I live, but we were in the energy of 2-2, so that brings in the energies of love, peace and harmony, and how amazing that it was also, well, it still is Libra Moon, and that is also love, peace and harmony, which is probably why I'm being drawn to these. Anyway, enough chatting. So what have we got for today? Whenever the people that need to get these messages find it, let's go with a love card. And we have for today, oh interesting, another card about time. That was the one that I pulled. So that feels like a bit of an annoying one for people. It's a little bit like when I was channeling my group earlier and patience kept coming up. It's like, oh God, honestly. The words that people, you know, cannot stand to hear most of the time are patience and divine timing. Believe me, even when I'm channeling that, especially in a personal reading, but in a collective energy, I'm like, I know, I'm sorry, it's just what's coming out. So again, I know, I'm sorry, it's just what's coming out. In this particular case, for whoever this message you're going to resonate with. Now remember, this is a daily energy, so this might not necessarily be related to love. But whatever it is in your life right now, if you have found this video, whether you're somebody that watches a lot or whether you found this, you know, just randomly, you found it for a reason. So there's something about time here and honouring the time that something has taken, and honouring that if you're not ready, you're not ready. You know, you're trying too hard, give it time. So there needs to be a bit of energy freed up here, and I feel there's a bit of a honouring that doing nothing energy and that feminine energy. So rather than pushing ahead with that masculine energy, and believe me, I've channeled this all day today with clients and in group work, we're all very good at doing energy and, you know, pushing ahead and, you know, honouring the masculine energy. How much have you done today? We're all driven in society, you know, generally by productivity. But actually, do we pay equal attention to being and being present in the feminine energy? And if the pandemic taught us anything, which we're obviously still in, whatever you choose to call it, as the timer got to 441 there, it is about being. Whatever feelings we're all going through, we're all being taught to be more comfortable with ourselves. And before you can get to that bit, it can get pretty uncomfortable. As the timer got to exactly 5 minutes there, and 5 is big change. And I feel I want to pull Mystical Shaman Oracle card. And we've got Luminous Warrior. And what I'm feeling with this is it's about honouring how difficult it is to push through that pain. You know, to be that warrior for other people. Speaking your truth. Bringing in that love warrior energy. And that heart warrior. That light warrior. Light warrior, light worker energy. It's hard. It's not easy to do that. Just like it's not easy to be still and to tune in to whatever pain is coming up. But just like the energy that Scorpio helps you transmute that energy of pain so you can turn your pain into power. And with that being the predominant energy in my chart, and with my Pluto 0 degrees, Scorpio conjunct my Scorpio rising in the 12th house, I'm all about getting to the hidden root of people's pain and helping them with that. And that takes a lot of courage on the people that come to me's part to have even booked a session. I always say that. You wouldn't have booked it if Spirit hadn't felt you were ready for us to get to the root of the problem. Or whether it's me being the luminous warrior, the brave warrior, being able to handle and hold space for that for people. Because it's like today's one of these days where, you know, it's meant to be an earthly time, an hour session. But some of these sessions can go on for hours. It really depends on what needs to be cleared. And some days are better than others. So I've just got to make sure that I don't, you know, book totally back to back, and I never do, just to allow for that time. But it's, you know, it's a fine balancing act. If sometimes that's just the way it's meant to be, other times it will be a case of my own stuff, and I have to know when to draw the line, and that's and you're trying too hard, you know what I mean? Like, you can't heal everybody's shit in one day, kind of thing. So that's quite an interesting message, but it totally makes sense. Calling myself out to see where it fits with you. But there's always exceptions to the rule. And I love hummingbirds. I definitely work closely with energy. So there's something here, and it's funny because, you know, I wasn't being drawn to say anything too much about the number on the other one, but there is something important about the 26 here. So I'm feeling that there's something important about the 26th of February. So that might already be an anniversary you're aware of, or a birthday or something, or it might just be something to look out for on that day. So definitely come back and let me know if you happen to make a wee note of it. And it could possibly be something happening around a full moon as well. But the hummingbird to me is generally about living in the present moment. So I could see how that would tie in here with you're trying too hard, give it time. And when the pain arises, that often arises on a Scorpio moon, the best thing to do is to be a brave warrior. Observe, I've been saying a lot today, observe the pain that's coming up. Give it time, this too shall pass, particularly if it's really difficult stuff that's coming up, inner child stuff. Release and surrender. Observe. Allow your feelings to move through you. As the timer got to 9 there, that's endings, releasing, healing. And stay in the present moment. It very much feels like a lot of dark night of the soul stuff, and I was saying that to someone earlier today. You know, I often talk about mini dark nights of the soul, and I refer to mini dark nights, so particularly for those of you that feel that you have already went through your dark night of the soul. You can definitely still experience mini dark night of the soul, and if there's ever going to be one, it's definitely usually around a Scorpio moon. So stay in the present moment, observe, hold that warrior energy, and give yourself the time that you would give to somebody else, because you know that you would do that if you're watching this and you've watched it till the end. You had patience to listen to my rambling channeling, then you can have time for yourself. and I hope you have a lovely day.